So first, a little backstory. Why did we make a Discman pedal? Well, what we've noticed is that over the course of development of electric guitar and rock music and all that stuff, that musicians through the ages, through the years, have embraced basically the limitations of technology and malfunctioning technology and use it for the betterment of rock and roll. For example, like in the 50s, there was these little tube amps, because there was no other thing but tube amps, and guitar players would crank them up until they started distorting. And if you read an old Fender manual, like from a Tweed Fender amp from the 50s, I saw one online one time, and I kind of chuckled when I saw it because it had this helpful instruction which said, should you experience distortion, merely turn the volume down on the amplifier until the distortion ceases, and then continue playing your schmaltzy schmaltz. Didn't say schmaltzy schmaltz, but people, of course, didn't read the manual, and they just cranked it up even further and got constant distortion, and that became a thing. It became the sound of rock and roll and blues and everything. And then we go like, we have tape echo units, and they weren't precise reproductions of the sound. They were trying to be, but they weren't. There was wow and flutter, there was hiss, and there was degradation of signal. And people embrace that as well. And, today, while a lot of people like to use a digital delay that has a really clean, pure reproduction of your sound, the delay signal, a lot of people like the emulations of the old tape machines with their kind of, quote, flaws, if you will. And, we have pedals that do that, like the Bell Epoch and the Echo Rec, which, embraces that idea. So what does that have to do with the Discman here? Well, there's other technologies that had its sort of failings that maybe weren't embraced by anybody, and so we're just kind of crazy enough to go, maybe people might embrace this. So maybe you saw our video from a couple weeks ago. We had fun doing it, where there was a Discman and it started skipping and she threw it out the window, right? So that was a lot of fun to do that video. But the point was something that was viewed as a flaw maybe can be viewed as an asset in the making of music. So that's where the Discman comes in. In essence, it's a digital delay pedal that allows you to dial in the amount of kind of glitch or skippy, stuttery stuff, nonlinear behavior, unpredictable nonlinear behavior. And that's the story there. And that's kind of why we did that, because we like exploring new things, and we think that this idea may latch on. Haha, get that? See that? See what I did there? There's a knob called latch. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this pedal further. So why don't you meet me on camera B?